everybody, and welcome back to the Alternate Reality Football League YouTube show. I hope that everybody is okay with what's going on in the world at the moment, and that none of you are currently suffering from COVID-19. This, of course, is just to try and boost yourselves a little bit, especially for you football fans who are currently missing out. So if you've seen the website just recently, you will have seen that I've been doing things a little bit differently to how I was before. Instead of putting everything on in one go, particularly with when it comes to the professional leagues, instead of all 7 divisions at one go, I've been updating a division at a time for each result. So I did update the website last night with the National League Championship round 17, but let's take you through what the results actually were. So we'll take it through one at a time. First result, ACCRINGTON Stanley 0, Kidderminster Harriers 2. Was another wonderful win for Kidderminster, who just carry on regardless. Remember, they have only lost their first 2. Since then, they have not been beaten. Barnet 2, Forest Green Rovers 2. A useful point for both. Of course, Forest Green near the bottom. Barnet, of course, in mid-table. So a far more useful point for the bottom side. Bath City 3, Carlisle United 1. Bath continue to be big playoff contenders at the moment. They were in the top 6 at the start of play. Carlisle, of course, find themselves in mid-table. Bristol City 1, Southampton 1. So the Saints held to a surprise draw. That is, of course, only the 4th game that they have failed to win so far this season in 17 matches. For Bristol City, it's a 7th draw in 17. But will it be enough to be outside the relegation zone? Bromley 3, WHITEHAWK 0. Another fantastic win for Bromley, who are right on the fringes of the playoffs. For WHITEHAWK, of course, at the opposite end of the table, struggling against relegation. So this result was no surprise at all. Cambridge United 2, Bradford Park Avenue 1. This was always going to be a tense affair, both very close in the table, but Cambridge with a much needed home victory to keep their playoff hopes alive. Dover Athletic 1, Scunthorpe 0 has got to go down as, very much a shock result. Scunthorpe were right up there in terms of the current terms of the form chart, but Dover, of course, that's only their 4th win of the campaign. Will it be enough to be outside the relegation zone? Norwich City 3, Grimsby Town 3. That's an excellent match between these two. Norwich right in those playoff positions, but Grimsby will be delighted to come away with an away point and 3 goals on the board, just their 16th point of the season. Solihull Moors 1, Gloucester City 1. So Solihull, not a million miles away from the relegation zone. For Gloucester, they are big contenders for promotion. They're trying their hardest to catch up with the top 2, but the playoffs at least looks in their grasp. Torquay 1, Arsenal 3. The league leaders, well, continuing as they have started, still unbeaten. That's 14 wins and 3 draws now this season for them. For Torquay, battling at the other end of the table, but a long way to go. And lastly, Woking 2, Hungerford Town 0. Woking remain in mid-table, not a million miles away from the playoffs, and this will give them more hope. Hungerford should still be just the right side of the line, but a little bit of worry for them. So that is the results for National League Round 17. Sorry, National League Championship Round 17. So this is the table. Arsenal, they lead the way, as you can see. 4 points clear now. 14 wins and 3 draws, as I mentioned. Still unbeaten. Southampton remain in second on 41. But they're now only 2 clear of the in-form side in the division, Kidderminster Harriers, on 39. After Kidderminster, it's a 7-point gap to Gloucester and Bath on 32, and then you can see Norwich in 6th on 30. They're 4 clear of the nearest rivals, Bromley and Bradford Park Avenue, both on 26. At the other end of the table, Forest Green, well, they prop things up on 11 points, with WHITEHAWK, Torquay, and Bristol City all on 13. Bristol City, that point means they are on the right side of the line on goal difference only, but also in a little bit of trouble. Dover on 15 and Grimsby on 16. So that's it for this show. Next up, I will bring you the National League One, all being well, of course. But I just want to again wish everybody all the best. I hope that you're safe at home wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you again next time.